I'm not promoting gambling, by the way. I don't gamble, so you shouldn't gamble. But if you are going to anyway, just, maybe send me a cut, something. I don't know, shit. All right, we're going to do an NBA playoff prediction bracket. Obviously, I have the best takes when it comes to literally anything, especially sports, especially basketball, especially NBA. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly who's going to win in how many games. All right, first off, Thunder Suns. Let's not even waste time. Lakers Rockets. Listen, I love Bron. I think Adam Silver loves Bron more than me, actually, so he might let this go to 5 games. But whoa, that's wrong. He might let this go to 5 games, but the Rockets take him out of here. Like, if they have Reeves, this is like a 7-game series maybe. But no Reeves, no Luka, like, there's no point. With Luka, this is like a 5-game series for the Lakers. Nuggets, Timberwolves. Listen, I know the Timberwolves already won today. They're about to win in like 5. I don't know if Ant's just not healthy. I don't know what it is. This Timberwolves team, I think, is one of the most overrated teams. If you look at last year, they beat up on an embryo-built Lakers with a brand new Luka who's been there for like 2 weeks and he was still fat. LeBron was already getting up there in age. Like, Lakers weren't a real team. And then they go on to play Curry. Well, not play Curry, actually, in the second round because Curry was out. Bro, they are losing this in 5 games, bro. Nuggets beat Timberwolves in 5. Spurs, Trailblazers, let's just, you know what? Because it's Adam Silver, I think he's going to give their pride and joy. He's definitely going to get an extra game in, so it's going to go to 5. So Spurs win that in 5 games against the Trailblazers. Pistons, Magic. This is where it gets complex. The Magic are huge, but the Pistons can like really bang with them, and they can score a little bit better. Plus, Cade is just like basically like a better Halliburton if you think about it. Just less double magic, so he's not gonna hit game winners and shit, but he can get a triple double. So I'm gonna go with Pistons in 6 for this one. All right, Cavs, Raptors. Listen, there's so much. 4 games, Cavs. Like I won't be shocked, but I'll be angry if Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, James Harden let this inexperienced Raptors team win even like half a game. Like they shouldn't even be within 2-3 points of a game. Like they should be blowouts every game. Moving on to the Knicks versus Hawks. All right, now here's where it gets complex again. It's not that complex, but the Knicks should win this in about 6 games. Let me tell you why. More playoff experience in Jalen Brunson. Yeah, the Knicks, they should clean this up in 5 games, just off the pure playoff experience. The Hawks, they might still win because it's like a defensive, gritty match. Maybe it comes down to like the wire, controversial calls. The Knicks win this in 5 good games. Celtics, 76ers, Jaylen Brown. Holy, like this dude went on an MVP level escapade. This dude was trying to do everything in his power to at least keep his team above 500, and he ended up becoming the 2 seed somehow. Granted, Tatum did come back a month ago, but even without him, this team was still up there in the seeding. That being said, 76ers with no Embiid, which I really don't even think makes a big difference at this point, which is really sad to say, but Maxi's great, but 30-point games aren't going to be enough against the Celtics team, especially if you can even get that, because these dudes are so defensively solid. Like, it's just hard. Like, you got Tatum, you got Brown. Yeah, it's going to be Celtics in 5. I really want it to be a sweep because I don't want to waste people's time watching the Celtics versus 76ers, but it's going to be Celtics in 5. All right, Thunder Rockets. This is where it gets, no, I'm joking. It doesn't get interesting. Thunder in 4. Not gonna, you know what? No. I'll say Thunder in 5, and let me tell you why. There's a reason why KD is still relevant. Without KD, this Rockets team is just good, but they're not contender level. They aren't contenders right now, but they could get there if KD plays like KD. That being said, the only reason they should even win 1 game is because KD goes out for like 35. He's like 5 for 9 threes. You know, like maybe a steal or 2, maybe a block. Just see 2017 Golden State Grim Reaper KD. The Rockets can win 1, but Thunder in 5. Nuggets, Spurs. Spurs are having an elite season right now. Wemby is having an MVP level, obviously Defensive Player of the Year level season. Nuggets, you have the 3-time MVP Jokic. The Spurs are really, really good. They're really, really good, but the Nuggets are better. I'll give them 6 games. Nuggets winning this in 6. The Nuggets go to the Western Conference Finals to play the Thunder. So, the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Pistons, Cavs, this is where it gets really complex. Like, it actually gets complex here. I'm not even joking. It's not easy to decide who wins this or how they win it, but that's what makes this fun. And that's why I'm here to tell you exactly who wins and how many games. Check me out. The Pistons, first seed, but guess what? They were abysmal, worse than the Wizards less than 2 years ago. There's just no way you can have a turnaround that quick. Take a look at even the Thunder. They drafted perfectly. And what happened in 2024, about 2 to 3 years after the start of the rebuild, they lost to Luka and the Mavs, a more experienced team overall, at the time at least. There's just no way the Pistons can turn around and suddenly become this monstrous team that can go straight to the conference finals. Granted, they were in the playoffs last year, and they did give the Knicks a real scare. They went to 6, and it could have been 7. But even then, the Cavs just have so much experience. This Cavs team is just too deep for the Pistons. Now, the Pistons can make it competitive. This is not a guaranteed Cavs win, but the Pistons are going to be punching up, even though they're a 1 seed. So I'm going to have to say the Pistons win this in 5. And no, I'm joking. But genuinely, who I actually think is going to win this series, I think it's the Cavs. The Cavs are winning this just because they've been building up. It's time for them to get rewarded, and I think the Cavs win this in 6 games. They beat the Pistons in the semifinals. Then they go on to the conference finals. Knicks, Celtics. Now, Celtics were in the finals 2 years ago. They should have went to the finals last year, but this exact Knicks team was putting belt to ass. They were doing them bad. They were doing whatever they wanted to them. Yes, we know Tatum went down with one of the worst injuries you can get in sports, and he was on the way to maybe even drop 50 that game, but they were still losing that game. I can't even sit up here and give them excuses. The Knicks were more than likely going to win that series last year no matter what happened with Tatum. If anything, it would have went to 7 games, and it would have been an either way type of thing, but the Knicks were up. They were winning the game where Tatum got hurt. They were doing their job because of how the Knicks performed against the Pacers. And I know the Pacers had devil magic. I know they sold their souls to Satan. I know they had a lot of things on their side that's not holy. The Celtics did beat the Pacers the year before in 4 games. Granted, very close games. Like, the Pacers' devil magic was like cooking. Like, they were writing the contract up, but they didn't sign it yet. But the Celtics did beat the Pacers the year before. And the fact the Knicks lost to the Pacers, the Knicks lost, the Celtics won. And that's why I think it boils down to that when you make the decision. Plus, the Celtics are just more talented. They're more concise. They've been there. They already know what it takes to get there. You got to go with Celtics in this. I'm going to say Celtics in 6. I think it's going to be a little bit jittery for Tatum because he's still not 100% and he still has some of those demons to fight. But honestly, beating up on the Sixers should give him some confidence. Jaylen Brown, I think he's always going to play amazing. I think all the bench guys are still going to do their job. The Knicks, I just don't think they're ready for that. If Cat can pull out like a crazy game to help Brunson, maybe, but Brunson can't just score 50 or 40 every game on like 20 free throws and then beat like a Celtics team. You're just not doing that. Let's go on to the Western Conference Finals. Listen, the Nuggets versus Thunder, Western Conference Finals. Thunder win this. Let's just keep it a stack. Thunder win this, but the deciding factor is how good their best player is going to play. When Shai plays his best game, yes, he could drop like 35. Yes, he might drop even 50, 40. But the thing with Jokic is, I'm making sure everybody drops something and then all drop like 40. That's how Jokic is. And the thing with Jokic is, yes, Shai is Mr. Consistent with his 30-ball games, but 30 points does not matter when the final score is like 120 to 130. But getting your guys involved and you have 30 points and 12 assists plus rebounds, it is tough. Why am I glazing the Nuggets like I'm about to pick them? I'm picking Thunder. I'm going Thunder in 6. They're younger. They're hungrier. Now, this would also break a little thing that's going on because I think since 2020, no team has gone back-to-back in the finals, if I'm not mistaken. Celtics, Cavs, let's just get this out the way. It's going to be Celtics in 6. I think the Cavs, the only reason I'm saying 6 instead of 5 actually is because the Cavs, again, they're going to be riding off that high. They beat the Magic. They beat the Pistons. Once they get over that hurdle and they're like, oh, we're in the conference finals. We made it. We've been trying to do this for 3 years. This experiment with Donovan Mitchell. Like, we finally made it. We got experience. We got everything we need. Let's go. They're there. But the Celtics, 2 finals appearances in the past 4 years, a dominant finals win or playoff run in general. They're just a really scary team. I just don't see the Cavs beating them. It's going to be Celtics in 6. The Cavs, they will be competitive though, because they're like, guys, we're here. James Harden's probably going like, oh wait, I can actually do it. Like I'm 35, I'm 40. I need a ring now. So I can retire. Everybody's gonna be gunning for it, but the Celtics, they just know exactly what to do. They've been here so many times. Forget just the finals. They've been to the Eastern Conference Finals so many times. They've seen so many teams, so many gritty players, so many schemes. They've learned so much, and their guys are veterans. Like, Jaylen Brown is a veteran. Jason Tatum is a veteran. Like, these dudes have been in the league forever, dude. They know what the fuck they're doing. So, Celtics in 6. Now, we get to the finals. The 2026 NBA Finals will be Thunder Celtics. This is the popular pick. This is what 99% of people are picking. Obviously, we have to see what Adam Silver writes up. But as of right now, if this isn't the finals matchup, Thunder Celtics, then either one team got injured or there is an insane upset, but it should be the Thunder Celtics for the NBA Finals of the 2026 playoffs. Who wins? Big shocker. the Thunder. In how many games? 5. I think last year they were so scared by the Pacers, Devil Magic, after just dominating everybody in the West. They took Jokic to 7, beat his ass. They took Ant to 5, jumped his ass. We're not going to talk about what they did in round 1 because, you know, it's a sore spot for me, but they did that too. Fuck Lou Dort. But getting to this finals, dude, they see the Celtics. They're thinking, oh, they're weak. They smell blood. Team's supposed to be one half of their best. If one half of their best isn't 100%, then do the math, dude. They smell blood in the water. They're going to attack. They don't even want to play around with these guys. These guys have also won recently. They don't want to risk it. They have more experience than the Thunder winning. They're not playing any games. The Thunder, I think they're going to have hella deuce foul out. They're going to play mad gritty. They're going to do every tactic they can to try to get this over as quick as possible, especially because they went to 7 with the Pacers. If they're going to 7 with the Pacers, granted, it was their first finals. If they go to 7 with the Pacers, they do not want to even see the Celtics for 6. They do not want to see that. Thunder, they get this done in 5 games. 5 games, they get the Celtics out of here, and they win the 2026 playoffs. So, that being said, if you did watch the whole thing, you see the exact picks. All I'm saying is, besides subscribe and like, if you make any money off this, maybe like send me some bread. Like, I don't know, like comment, say, hey man, your prediction was right. FanDuel gave me a little cut, Fanatics, something, I don't know, up to you. But yeah, if you do win some, just let me know. I mean, you guys definitely will. But, you know, I'm not promoting gambling, by the way. I don't gamble, so you shouldn't gamble. But if you are going to anyway, just, you know, maybe send me a cut, something, I don't know, shit. Other than that, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you think I'm right or wrong, and I want you to come back to it in 2 months from now when we find out I was right. In the meantime, I'm gonna be working on another video for y'all. I've been uploading for like 60 days straight. It's just fun, but I'm gonna keep on doing it. But until then, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.
I'm gonna enjoy it very, very much.